Hello everyone, I'm Scott and these are my moto adventures. This series is a bit longer than my single day, single video trips. I ride a BMW 1150 GS and for the first time ever I am going to the BMW MoA rally. Join me as I travel from Pennsylvania down to Tennessee. I'll be seeing some sights, hitting up popular destinations, experiencing some trials, and enjoying some time with my fellow BMW members. So relax and enjoy the video. Yeah, hey there everyone, Scott from Scott's Moto Adventures. And I am at the BMW rally. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the scenery. So I am, on today's adventure, we are going to Corvette Museum. I'm starting a little late. I needed like a night of rest. I got my wallet, got my cell phone, got my cameras, got my I want the selfie stick. I don't need the selfie stick. So yeah, I am going to the Corvette Museum. I am a Corvette fan. Took an '84 Corvette to prom. I've driven a couple over the years. They're not, yeah, you can call them Tupperware cars all you want. They're neat. I like the history. The C2 is like the most, I think C2 is, which is your 63 to 67. It's one of the most innovative cars. You know, I'm really impressed with how GM went from that stodgy chassis to, you know, full independent suspension. It was really cool because it was a race car too. You know, you get the original Z06 from '63. At the time, they had mechanical fuel injection, which is a great and very impressive. Yes, it was finicky, but you know, 1963, they had fuel injection. So you know, I think it actually was before that too, maybe 62. But yeah, it's probably like one of my favorite cars. A bunch of K-bikes. So first good night at the rally. I did not record a lot because I was tired, but did walk around. They want $250 to put on a front tire. No, more than that. 189 plus 90. Yeah, like 280 to put a front tire on. Which, I mean, that's whole bike. I don't have to take the wheel and tire off. I was thinking about putting a new front one on. This thing is getting a little rough. All right, everyone. At this point in the video, I had an audio issue with my camera, later on a freezing issue. So I had left the Wilson County Fairgrounds and started my way up to Bowling Green, Kentucky. And at first it was just a miserable little ride. It was kind of dark and dreary. As I kept going, it got really nice out. I ended up going through a town called Scottville, which I did not stop, which is really unfortunate. But this was the better part of the ride, and really happy with the way everything turned out. So this is a 1953 Corvette, only 300 of them made. All were white with red interior, all built in Flint, Michigan, started coming off the line on June 30th, 1953. The car was announced at the Autorama in April, so pretty impressive. Or was it January? I'll double check and there'll be a note on the video. But very impressive that they were able to make one car, make a brand new car beginning to end within 6 months, maybe 7 months. So here's my answer. So it debuted on January 17th, 1953 and went into production on June 30th, 1953. Pretty impressive time frame. And then here's our little haul of ZR1s. There's the first gen, well, first modern gen, second modern gen, or no, first modern gen, second, third. Yeah. C4, C6, C7. So that was the Entombed Corvette. I'll find pictures and post that. And then here's some C2s. That's probably a 67, yeah. 66 back there. And what do we got over here? 64. And then really nice recreation of an old 60s gas station. And we got some different engines here. You got your Ford Flathead. I don't know why that's here. Oh, you can make your own Hemi with the R-Done conversion kit. And then here's the 64 to 65 engine, small block engine. Corvette assembly, see a couple C3s. This one, these would be 73s because of the front plastic bumper, but the rear chrome bumper. Got some more later C3s over here. At this point, safety regulations came into effect and they had gone over to hatches, but still like it, red, white, and blue. And then here is the CR8, probably one of my favorite cars on iRacing. But so, as you heard earlier, I was talking about the C2 and how innovative it was. This is the 63, and this one's fuel injected. I'm not sure if this is a Z06 or not with the big brakes and the big tires. But if you come to the back here, the nice thing about the 63 is you have the split window, which was a 1 year only option. So really nice, really, I mean, this is immaculate. Now we're getting into the concepts. So this is possibly one of the first mid-engine concepts that they were playing with. I don't know if I saw this before at the Sterling Heights Museum, but this is the Astro 2 rear engine. Has some, I'm not seeing anything from the C8, but I'd love to see this parked next to a C8 just to see how different it is. Only took over 50 years to make the Corvette mid-engine. And then this is one of the other, this is another concept. Actually never seen this one. This is the Astrovette. So looks like a Bonneville racer. That's the best way I can say it. Kind of looks like the Mach 5 a little. Kind of want to, Okay, kind of looks like the Mach 5 a lot. What came first, the Mach 5 or this? So this is the actual first Corvette rear engine concept vehicle. And made in 1964. Wow, I like the seat bolsters. But 1964, it only took how many years to get the C8 Corvette? But you go from this to maybe this. It took a long time, but they did it. Let's see what we got over here. It looks like the shop here, they're doing some restoration work. There you go, you got a Stingray off of its body. Looks like a big block bar too. And then another one right in front of us. Going into the big dome, the cone that was outside. They have a Hall of Fame here. But this is where the collapse happened. No, not many years ago, but a couple years ago. And there is one model year where the Corvette did not happen, and you're looking at it right here. Here was a concept of it. 1983, they were doing a lot of testing and some other stuff, but it ended up not making it to production. 83 is the only year with this wheel. And to be honest, this is the only 83, but I drove something similar with the 84 Corvette. And I'm trying to see, it might not show up on the video. Just wanted to make sure it said Crossfire fuel injection on it. But it looked pretty close to production. So yeah, I mean, I forget why. I don't know why, if there was manufacturing issues or that they just said, nah, we can't get it done. But 83, very rare, probably one of one. And then here's a Corvette that is very awkward and different because it's a Wankel driven Corvette. So 2-rotor Wankel engine. They were trying that heavily in the 70s. You had the Water Buffalo, you had the RX-7, but even G. So this is a hero car. Actually, I might have seen this in person before. If this is the same car, I did see this at the Heritage Museum, but it's nice to see it again. And this was in the movie Transformers. I forget which one. I don't know. So, coming on the cusp of the bankruptcy. But yeah, this is the dome. And here's something interesting. Right-hand drive Corvette. So part of the reason why, the rumor is part of the reason why they went automatic only on the Corvette is because to make conversion easier. There's a 1/1,000,000th Corvette. But here is one of the most important Corvettes ever. The 2001 Corvette C5R, piloted by Dale Jr., Dale Sr., Kelly Colling, and Andy Pilgrim. So this is the one that Dale Jr. and Sr. drove. Rumor was that Dale Sr. was actually going to go road course racing after he retires from NASCAR. Unfortunately, we never got to see that. But the C5R, one of the neatest cars out there that raced. I've seen it once before at Corvettes at Carlisle, but that was a few years ago. I don't know what's going on. Looks like the paint's cracking on the left side. And then there is a water jug. A shot of that. There's the water jug that they were using. But yeah, this is a really important car. So probably one of my favorite cars on the old Gran Turismo game. And look, I mean, everything's interchangeable on this thing. So yeah, but it looks like the paint is cracking. It's a little disappointing. They were using carbon fiber all the way back then. You know, 2001 doesn't seem like that long ago, but yeah, really neat race car here at the museum. There's a bunch of neat race cars here. So here we have the outside of the museum, and so the sidewalk looks really nice and everything. It looks so nice. I don't really feel like walking on someone's brick. But this whole place, this whole venue is really nice. Oh my God, the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is here. Okay, that changes my day, so. All right, I'm gonna go to the Wienermobile. That's right, the Wienermobile is at the Corvette Museum. All right, so I am leaving the Corvette Museum. We're gonna take another drive by it, but yeah, hey, that was awesome. I was super happy. Something's up with I think my phone's gonna overheat because it's in direct sunlight, so I'm gonna move that. That's not a big deal. I'll put it in one of the Faraday cages. That's my Jesse bags. And go get some gas. I'm gonna head back to Lebanon. I'm on the fence about skipping a meeting or a seminar or not. It's about leadership and stuff, stuff that I should really be better at. I'm not doing front facing. But yeah, here's the Corvette Museum. This is Corvette Drive. If you like Michelin, there's a Michelin man for you. We did see the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. That made my day. We're actually really liking this Tour Master. When I'm in motion, this Tour Master jacket is really working well. And then there's a really cool car place here. So if you're ever in Bowling Green, Kentucky, check these places out.